Let's talk about two words we use all the time, sometimes without even thinking about it: customer and client. They seem pretty similar, right? But what if I told you they're not the same at all? In fact, understanding the difference could totally change how you think about your business.
So you might be wondering, does this really matter? Is this just about semantics, or does picking one word over the other actually have a real impact? Well, the answer is a huge yes. The word you choose totally sets the stage for the entire relationship.
Look, if you only take one thing away from this whole explainer, let it be this right here. The big difference really just boils down to one simple idea. A customer is all about a transaction, while a client is about a partnership. Let's dig into what that really means. All right, first up, let's talk about the customer. This is a role we all play pretty much every single day, whether we're grabbing a coffee or just buying some groceries. At its very core, a customer is someone who buys a thing, a product, a meal, a movie ticket. The whole interaction is designed to be quick, efficient, and transactional. You know the drill. You walk in, you get what you need, you pay, and that's usually where the story ends.
And we see this everywhere, right? You're a customer at the gas station, at a clothing store, or when you're grabbing a quick lunch. The main focus is on a smooth, fast exchange. Get the product and move on.
And just listen to the language here. 200 customers. This phrase really captures the mindset of a customer-based business, doesn't it? It's all about volume, getting people through the door, and being super efficient. It's a numbers game, really.
Okay, so that's the customer. We've got that down. Now let's flip the coin completely and meet the client. This is where the whole dynamic really starts to shift.
You see, a client isn't really buying a product off the shelf. They're buying a process. They're looking for your expertise, your guidance, and they're often putting themselves under your professional care. That immediately suggests a relationship that's built on trust and is meant to last a while.
Think about professional services for a second. You don't just buy legal advice like you buy a soda. You hire a lawyer who becomes your trusted advocate. You partner with a consultant for months to solve a complex problem. These people aren't your customers, they're your clients.
And just listen to how different this quote sounds. It's not about volume at all. It's about specialization. It's about personal service. The focus here is on the depth of the relationship with each person, not just the number of people you serve.
Okay, so we've defined both sides. Now let's do the fun part and put them side by side to really see where they split. And here it is again, that core idea, laid out visually. On one side, you've got that quick, direct transaction. And on the other, you have an ongoing, trust-based relationship. This table really nails down the differences. A customer relationship, it's all about price and efficiency for a one-time purchase. But a client relationship, that's built for trust and getting specialized results over a long-term partnership. It's a completely different game.
So why are we obsessing over this one little word choice? Because the word you use sends a super powerful message about the kind of service you offer and the type of relationship you actually want to build.
And this is the crucial point, right here. When you call someone a client, you're basically making them a promise. You're signaling a long-term commitment. You're telling them, hey, I'm not just here for a quick sale. I'm here to look out for what's best for you. That one word just elevates the whole thing.
Now, on the other hand, using the word customer is much more direct and objective. And hey, it's not a bad word at all. It just clearly defines the relationship as an exchange of money for a specific thing. It's clean, it's simple, and it's honest about the transaction that's happening.
All right, let's bring this all home. I'm going to give you some simple, practical rules to help you decide which word is the right one for you and your situation. But wait, it's not always so black and white. Get this. Some businesses actually have both. A bank is the perfect example. When you're just using the ATM to pull out cash, you're a customer. But when you sit down with a financial advisor for long-term wealth management, suddenly you've become a client. Same business, two totally different relationships.
And here it is, your simple two-step guide to get it right. If you're selling a physical product or a one-off item, customers is probably your best bet. But if you're selling your time, your knowledge, your specialized skills, then you've got clients. It's that simple.
So I'll just leave you with this to think about. Are you in the business of quick transactions, or are you in the business of building long-term partnerships? The answer to that question really defines not just who you serve, but who you are. Thanks for checking out this explainer.